Hello there and welcome to another video from Martin's Circus Skills Workshops. Hello there and welcome to another video from Martin's Circus Skills Workshops, and a big thank you for being here and watching. And I'm guessing if you are watching, you're probably into juggling, balloon modelling, oh let me put my hand in the right place, or magic. So if you're into any of those three things, there's plenty on my channel for you to dig in, have a good look. You'll probably find something that you like. If you've got mates into any of those things, tell them about my channel and get them to check it out and hit me up with a like and subscribe. But a big thank you for spending this time watching this video, because there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube. There's magic and there's balloon modelling and there's juggling, and that's not to mention all the other content that you might be interested in, and there is lots and lots of good stuff. So thank you for tuning in. Now today what I've got for you is a tutorial on how to get yourself started with balancing a plate, and I'm going to show you a fairly simple balance on your hand, and then a more difficult balance using your chin. So the essential principle when you balance anything is that usually the longer the item that you balance, so if you balance something like a broom, and you try and do that on your hand, then your arm, then your chin, then your forehead, you'll find that the longer the actual item is that you're balancing makes it easier to balance. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it is the case. So the shorter the item that you're balancing, the more difficult it gets. But the essential principle that you want to remember is that you want to try and keep the bottom absolutely as much as possible directly beneath the top point. So there's my top point, and when I do my balances, you'll see that I'm trying to keep the bottom, that might be my hand or the actual bottom of the stick, directly underneath the top of the stick. And you'll notice my eyes are always looking at the top point of the stick, and I'm making little corrections. Now the field of view here isn't particularly wide, so the clips are on the short side. They're about 5 seconds, but I've taken a clip from the front and from the side so you can get a good look at sort of your body position, your head position, and keeping that, looking at the top point and keeping the bottom as much as possible directly underneath the top point. So if you don't know how to spin a plate, there should be a link above my head coming up any moment now. Click on that. That'll tell you everything you need to know how to get a plate spinning. And I think there's a couple of different methods that I show you. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the easy method using the hand. And then I'm going to show you a slightly more difficult method where you bounce it on your chin, and there'll be a front view and a side view. So let's get started. So I hope you found that video really useful. It's giving you some pointers on how to balance different types of objects. And if you're interested in balancing and you want to know where to start, what I would suggest is start with something like a modelling balloon or a peacock feather. They move super slowly. I tend to use them in my workshop sessions with young children. It's something that looks really impressive, and it's something that they can do quite quickly with hardly any practice. After that, I would move on to, for yourself, for a broom. And you'll find a broom a bit more challenging to balance, but with a little bit of practice, you'll be able to balance a broom. And then you can move on to sort of like trying to balance a spinning plate. But if there's one sort of thing that you take away from this video, you always want to remember, you always want to keep the bottom point directly, or as much as possible, underneath the top point. So whatever you're balancing, it should always be absolutely straight up and down. So, and you make little corrections. So if it starts leaning that way, if you watch my hand, I will move it back that way so the bottom point is completely underneath the top point, and if it goes that way, it's vice versa. So once again, thank you for tuning in, spending a little bit of time watching this video, and until next time, this is goodbye from Martin's Circus Skills Workshops. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.